And
there's also
yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit of time for the people to show up.
yeah,
You can talk for like 5 minutes. Let
just a
me.
little bit. I was gonna mention that there's another guy who does Chris Chan
Yeah.
mini documentaries. His name is Smokey Chris. And he, unlike Gino, like his stuff is really good. His little series is called Beneath the Bridge, and he focuses on the trolls and how they affected Chris.
Yeah.
Like specifically on them. And he goes a little bit more into detail. Like he's gone really into detail on the Megan saga.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I just had to fucking switch to the speaker. Otherwise, I don't know if the game's too loud or not. Can you check the levels?
Yeah. Yeah, the game's a little loud.
Just had a mess of the levels. Is that better? I don't actually know. Might be too quiet.
Yeah. It's just, maybe bump it up like 1 or 2, but it's right where it needs to be. Still a little soft.
Okay. Can't believe this is the best way to play Ocarina of Time that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
An emulator and an emulator.
An emulated emulator.
OTG streamed earlier, actually.
Wow.
I barely got to see it because half the time I was sleeping, and the other half, well, I was doing other shit. Two minutes. Broken controllers so far, 1. Let's hope that never goes up.
Yeah. It's like the warning sign, the reminder not to break another controller.
Come on. Glitches. What happened here? Oh, I'm just dumb. It's almost time to start. I could possibly, like, crop the thing. What the fuck was that shit?
Cool menu bar. Ah! Whoa! What's happening? It's seizure warning. That's scary.
292. Cool. It's time.
I'm actually also playing a game myself right now.
Yeah?
I'm playing it's not on stream or anything. I'm playing Yokai Watch 3.
Well, how is it?
It's actually pretty fun. It's interesting because this, in Japan,
Yeah?
it got split into 2 games. Kind of like Pokemon, and then a 3rd game that has both features, and it's like an approved, or whatever. But the North American release is, completely different. It's actually, like, it's not just, it's literally both games, both versions in one game, as well as the improved versions. Like, improvements and everything. So it's literally superior to all other versions of the game.
Keck.
And it's only for EU and North America.
That would never happen with Pokemon.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
so, yeah, and it's the only reason why they did it that way is because they tried doing 2 versions with an improved 3rd with the 2nd game.
Yeah?
And it sold like shit. Because it's not Pokemon. And so they just decided to release one game, but all of it combined.
I don't even know where I am. I've never seen this. I've never seen this place be like this before. Everyone's gone.
Everyone's gone?
Did I have the Yeah, I have that. I have the I guess I gotta go to Zora's domain.
Yeah, it's Zora's domain time because you gotta get the final sacred
So
stone.
what do you say? Saria wanted to see you. Did she find you already? Yeah. But why don't you know already?
'Cause no one got back to her.
Apparently there's a way to get onto this fence if you do a bunch of crazy stuff. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can do that if you, with bomb hovering. This is lagging a lot. But it's not like... Like, that's the game lagging, not the emulator.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to, super slide. It's not even, it's... You know, funny thing is, I actually knew how to do it at one point. In 2012.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I just know that walking backwards is faster than walking forwards. As long as you Z-target.
Right here you can see how big the owl is. Yeah. Looks like you've gotten bigger and stronger already. Oh gosh. Just as Lyzor is doing, the Zors serve Hyrule's royal family by protecting this water source. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family. I know you can cue up some bullshit right here. Play the melody. I think the cutscene can end as soon as they're off screen. And then you can see how big the rocks are.
Yeah.
What is these? It's Adventure Chicken. Butterflies. I think there's like
A through wall with chicken. Or cuckoo. Or cuckoo.
this guy's mouth.
Oh yeah, the freaking bean guy.
In fact, it clips through his lip. I don't know if you can see that.
The stream was slightly behind.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well. How about 10 for one piece?
Low. There we go.
And then you can chomp, chomp, chomp. House up with some magic beans.
They aren't selling very well because you're freaking eating them.
They're not that popular yet. How about 20 rupees for one piece? This is as much as I'm willing to pay. Besides, I think there's a way. Is that the consolation prize? If I can get to that hill right there. Cool. Game shouldn't be lagging like this, but I guess that's just what it did.
Yeah. I remember some lag on the virtual console.
And the fucking sun moves at light speed in this
Yeah.
in this game.
Like you can like, I imagine like days and like if the in-game time, the like fabricated in-game time was like actually how time worked in this game,
Yeah.
like for real. Like I imagine you could like watch your hand as you stand there and like watch your skin grow like parched because you like you get your metabolism runs at the same speed as the day. It's like the same rate of metabolism, but the day is literally just faster. Time is just faster.
So you're just saying time's faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It's like you freaking stand there for what's like 3 minutes and like you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die from dehydration.
That would be impossible to survive.
Yeah. Makes mine perfect realism simulator.
Makes that look like fucking...
Well, so I want to say, like, about Yokai Watch 3,
Yeah?
what's different about this game than the previous games, which all took place in the same town as the first, which is essentially just Japanland. In this game, the main character from the first two games moves to America, only it's like not America.
What happened to the fucking...
What the frick?
It just disappeared.
Oh, it's because it's nighttime only.
But it vanished instantly.
Yeah, it teleported. It's like an Enderman. But yeah, alright, so the main character moves to America, but it's not America. Instead of USA, it's called BBQ. But it's basically
What
just
the fuck?
America. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, because in the Japanese version, it's literally just called USA, so I don't know what they were thinking. But an interesting thing about this game's version of America, in this town that we're in, called St. Peanutsburg, everyone has, like, the thickest freaking southern accent I've ever seen written in a game before.
Good point.
Like, it's insane. Like, everyone talks like Sandy from SpongeBob. Like, the first couple of seasons where she'd use all these weird, like, Texas slang that you never actually hear in Texas.
Yeah?
Like, everyone talks like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's freaking terrible. Like, you and me are tighter than a bark on a tree. Yeehaw!
I'm pretty sure you're sick of that shit.
Yeah, it's honestly like every time I talk to these NPCs in the America land, because the NPCs in Japan land are all fine, but the ones in America land, like every single freaking one of the Native Americans, or Native Americans, like the people who live in this place of BBQ, the native BBQans. Every single one talks exactly the same. It's infuriating reading their dialogue. It's legit. Some of their dialogue is like the parody accent, the parody southern accent that Vinny occasionally puts on.
Yeah?
Where he's like, tight nothing to it. Like, they all sound like that.
Oh my.
Oh, it's hilarious.
How much bottles do I have right here? I only have one. I need to go get another one. I have the cocoa bottle. How about the,
You might have not. Have you bought the bottle at the shop yet?
no.
Okay, so that's why you're missing the bottle.
What about the bottle at the, Lon Lon Ranch?
I don't think got it yet. Don't you have to play the Kuko minigame?
Yeah, but that's piss.
Yeah.
I say. It'll be
I
fun.
can't believe I remember that. Played this game like I think 3 times in my whole life. But I've seen other people play it like at least 2 more times.
Follow it to this place. I don't think that pond is even used for anything.
Yeah, it's just aesthetic. We never did anything with it.
In the prototypes, I don't even think it was there.
Yeah, I'm assuming they just added it to spice up the scenery.
Just barely got in. Mumble, mumble. I'm awake already. What? Well, I'll be if it ain't the forest kid from the other day. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. It took some doing, but I finally got Malon back in a good mood. So what are you up to today? Got some free time on your hands, you say? How about a little game? These 3 Cuckoos I have here are special, super Cuckoos. He's bullshitting right there.
Super Cuckoos, eh?
I'm gonna throw these Cuckoos into that there gaggle of normal Cuckoos. If you can pick out these 3 special birds from among the normal birds, I'll give you something good. If you can't find them, I'm totally gonna cheat with this. That's the last one. You've found them all. Hey you've got the talent to be one of the world's best cowboys. Bullshit. How about you'd like to marry Malon?
Fighting special Cuckoos and a bunch of Cuckoos equals cowboy skills. Okay.
How do you like to marry Malon, huh? I mean, haha, I was just kidding, just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Ha ha ha. Oh, I'm proud to present you a Snapple of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want.
Finish minigames. Has skills equal to cowboy apparently, and then asks if you can marry his daughter.
Fucking lol.
Freaking Whiplash at its finest.
What is these steps?
These freaking massive— Jesus Christ. Huge steps.
How can you walk that? How can you walk up that? I mean, maybe they just... Maybe it's like, oh, it's old-timey, and they're just expected to climb up it.
Yeah.
There weren't no standards. Like, for instance, how the windows are hovering in front of the fucking building.
Yeah, and they aren't actually windows. They're just little decorations. Absolutely no standards for building. Definitely a product of the times.
Definitely. Is there anything in here? I think there's a heart piece in one of those buildings. Should look at the list of permanently missable items. Here's that shed from that rumor.
Yep. Where you gotta go for one of the nice steps into getting the Triforce.
Yeah. But there
it's
isn't
totally possible in this game. Most definitely.
There aren't any wood beams up there, though. I mean, there's wood, but you're not gonna be able to stand it. There's a window, though. Oh, there's a beam right there. Okay. I know that you can just jump, like, you can crouch stab.
Yeah, which is actually better than regular stab, technically.
Don't know who made this hole in the wall. You got a piece of heart. Or a heart piece. Okay. Probably about as fast as it'll get.
Yeah.
Not gonna make it in time. Guy just killed himself. No. I'm so bad.
Death by river.
Can't.
It's so
Cool. Maybe I can get back in time. You have to fight the camera in this game.
Yeah, seriously. Z targeting helps out a lot.
Cool. Not sure what that does. Really? Oh my dear, sweet Princess Ruto, where has she gone? I'm so worried. Piss off. Do you want diving game? Do you want to play? Pick up all the rupees. Hey, congratulations. I've got something very nice for you. Come and get it.
But it's silver steel.
Do they move out of the way? You can collide with them. And they don't necessarily move out of the way, but they do scatter.
Yeah. They don't appear to be quite as sophisticated as the ones in Mario.
Right.
You follow around and do flips and stuff.
Apparently there's a glitch where if you run up and down these steps enough time, it breaks the game.
How?
I don't know.
Why? Okay, first of all, like, why would you do that? Second of all, why?
Apparently some loading glitch.
I mean, it's a large area, and I'm sure there's like some weird loading point with that. Like, they hid within those stairs. For loading the upstairs content and the downstairs content, something like that.
Yeah. Originally, the layout of this map was a lot different. There's actually a map that you can find. This is a scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper. You got the silver scale. And with this, you can go. Oh, we can see the infamous Probably can't
Yeah.
see it very well, but yeah. The place that
Yeah,
goes
it's the
nowhere.
thing. The unicorn fountain. That's where it'll be, guys.
In Nimpai's Adventure, it goes to, like, the very beginning. In Nimpai's Adventure, you start the game right there.
Yeah, which is amazing.
You see how you got the item and then it waited for you to come up to get it?
Yeah.
That's how the glitch where you can get a bottle without actually getting any bottles works in speedruns.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a hell of a shortcut, by the way.
Yeah.
And how fucking convenient.
You go all the way from Zora's Domain to Great Lake. Like that.
Oh my dear, my sweet blah blah blah. Zelda's letter, and just a regular letter, okay.
Oh, it's about to be the Uri.
Oh, the Mweep.
Yeah.
Oh, this letter. It is from Princess Ruto. Let's see. She's inside Lord Jabu Jabu? What the fuck? Our guardian god, Lord Jabu Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green around the gills. The evidence seemed clear. Of course, you will go find Ruto. You can pass here. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You can keep the bottle. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately. Zora. Weep. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So he weeped 25 times.
Whole 25 Maweeps just to get out of your way so you can continue on.
And you get to see the whole thing in full.
Yeah, this is like the masterclass in unnecessarily long, unskippable cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
Absolute masterclass.
Though that's actually meme-worthy right there.
Yeah, and I believe, I remember reading somewhere that it was actually an in-joke and they weren't gonna make the cutscene that long, but they found it so funny
Yeah?
that you couldn't skip it, and it was so long that they left it in anyways.
Yeah? They were laughing their ass off.
You're like, freaking, just wait. It's like that reaction video.
Else I got 3 bottles already.
Nice.
I believe it's like... Well, how do you, Okay. What the fuck was that shit? What the fuck? Oh, shit. You see this shit? Oh, fuck. Link's
Fucking
just
heck.
sliding across the floor.
Like, what the frick? What's wrong with the physics? I always liked, whatever, Ocarina Time, the original version, would do, like, cool texture shit like this. Especially in the ice dungeon, where they just go crazy with, like, shiny, glittery textures.
Yeah?
And there's that one hole in, I think, the Lost Woods in the area where you fight the two, Wolfos for the first time.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the middle of that, and it has, like, all of its, walls are just the iridescent texture that's on the swords.
Uh-huh.
But it just looks so cool. By cool, I mean, like, really gaudy and unnecessarily shiny.
Right.
But cool for, compared to, like, the rest of the game's graphics, which attempt to be more realistic.
Yeah? Ocarina items. Okay. I get it. I get it. I don't have an item in a bottle, though. And I don't think there's a way to get one. Not right here. What the fuck was that shit? That's better. Fine, I'll do it the normal way. I don't even remember. I think it's like, I did the thing. Never mind. I guess time doesn't pass here, even though it looks like it and it plays the music.
Yeah, but it's, I guess, counted as an indoor area, so it's like Castletown.
At least Castletown has a legit reason for the time to not pass.
The town, and they explicitly say in towns it doesn't work like that. And yet, you're in like a little pond, and it's like...
You want to know what a better reason is, though? You want to know what a better reason is?
Yeah.
The town uses a pre-rendered background. Obviously, they can't change it.
Yeah.
Maybe we could mess around with the beta shit after this is done.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Giant exploding purple rupee. One of my favorite beta elements that they didn't add in the game set. I don't know why.
Right. Hey, wait a minute. Nice.
Ooh, you can see all the way back the cone. The stupid screen wasn't cool enough or whatever.
Boing, boing. The statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind.
Hmm?
You got fish. That Lon milk might be useful. But I think the fourth bottle is kind of difficult to get. Isn't it like in the Gerudo training grounds?
Yeah.
I wonder if I can see behind this one too.
Yeah, it's an optional thing as well as the ice arrows, which are also optional.
Yeah? Oh, come on. Let's get rid of the bombs. As you can tell, this cone is very nearly... Like, if there's a better way to see this... Yeah, it almost goes out the side.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure they had to modify this geometry just for that.
Yeah.
Would not be surprised. Interestingly enough, with this, let's dump this fish out. I did the wrong thing here. Okay. I did it. I'm playing the stick. I guess you're getting tired. Or you don't feel good.
No, I'm just mainly tired. I guess finally catching up.
It's another example of there being a cone, but with a light at the end. You know why I fucking played the Ocarina right here? Because this is where the Ocarina pedestal was.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Pedestal.
Drop that fish. This is... He opens his entire fucking mouth just for one fish.
Okay. He's too lazy to just get up there and eat it. No, he has to like inhale it like a freaking Kirby.
Wow, why is it pink? Can I go and... That is the that is the most hilarious... Like, that fucking intro right there. Or more like... What I'm trying to say is, the way you exit that dungeon is you run into his teeth.
Yeah. And you just wait for it to load.
Yeah. I want my fish, though. Can I just get regular water? I guess water didn't exist in this game. That was only Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
After this, you go adult. But you can't go... You can't... I know too much about this game.
Yeah.
And even then, I basically know nothing. Open your fucking mouth. This place is a lot pinker than I thought. Maybe it doesn't show up on stream, but this is really pink. These guys are actually a bit bigger than you'd think.
Yeah.
A shabomb. If you try to cut it, it will bounce off your blade. That's not what happens. That's literally not what happens.
There's no...
Apparently in prototypes, this place is a lot redder.
Okay, I'm checking the right now. I'm part of a Earthbound fan group called Earthbound Fans Unite.
Yeah?
And this freaking guy, this guy, his name is Zayo, or Zano.
Mm-hmm.
He's been, like, making, for, like, the past, I don't even freaking know when. It happened one day last year, I think. When I first noticed him posting stuff. He's, like, making this edgy as frick, like, super edgy, Earthbound fan comic that's supposed to continue the storyline. And, like, everyone's grown up, and they're all, like, mature.
From Earthbound.
Yeah, and it's got, like, Mother 3, it's, like, all the worlds combined. It's freaking retarded.
What do you expect for DeviantArt?
Yeah. I don't expect it. In fact, that's exactly what I expected. But I can't believe, like, this guy's still going. Like, a lot of times, they'll, like, try making a comic and then they'll stop. But no, he has, like, pages upon pages of official artwork.
Hey.
And...
There's a fairy.
Oh, snap. But yeah, he's got pages upon pages of official artwork and shit. And he's got, like, his comic style.
Did I just...
It's honestly almost uglier than Chris Chan's. Stylistically speaking, it's got like, the consistency is like complete terribleness. He's also a JoJo fan. But JoJo actually has good art, and his art is freaking okay. Just okay. It's so freaking edgy.
Rip fish.
Ripping pasta pepperoni.
This door was right. This door right here was in a different place originally.
Yeah.
If you've seen the things. Oh shit. Oh shit, piss off. He's chasing me.
The Bari's coming after you. Nah. I think they're Bari.
That's an interesting way to enter this room. This cutscene, certainly. Who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. Are you trying to say my father asked for you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle, huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Bullshit. My father is worried about me. I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you, get out of here.
Okay, the small ones are called Beery. So these little small fellows are Beery, and then the big ones that do that drop down thing when you get close.
Yeah?
They're Bari.
She deserved it.
It's just weird as a jerk. Oh, these guys' textures aren't legit.
Yeah?
The textures on the original 64 version look a bit different, but it's weird because, like, on hardware, I'll find out about them, but I know their textures look different on hardware. Something about it. Jabu Jabu. I don't even know what it's called.
I am actually being pulled.
Huh.
I'm not doing anything right now.
That's weird.
In fact, I'm being drawn into the sky.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Watch out, electricity is running through the red slimy thing. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah.
The switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone.
Yeah.
Bullshit. In fact, it doesn't even do anything. And why does it make the ka-chunk sound?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's basically just a reskinned fucking... You know those other switches that are made of metal? Nice. Are you still hanging around here? Not really. I was gonna piss off.
Alright, so you noted how those they're called, tail parseran.
I don't know what that means.
They're the little, nematode guys that spring up from Jabu Jabu. And they have a grabby claw on the front and a tail that's made out of, orbs. This is what they look like on actual hardware. They have this color to them. Whereas the ones in this game that you're playing right now is just gray.
Great.
It's just an interesting thing. And it has something to do with the way they're colored.
Oh gosh, I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly since I was little. That's dodgy.
Yeah, it's... freaking heck.
Lord Jabu Jabu is very strange today. There are strange jellyfish and shit. And my stone is gone. But that's not you don't deserve to know that shit. Go home.
Just freaking like slice her in half. And then like go and like after you finish the dungeon, go and tell King Zora that unfortunately Ruto didn't make it.
Nobody would ever know.
Yeah.
You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You'd better believe me.
Complete asshole. It's like, I'm not gonna move from this place, but you can carry me. Like, at least in other skirt missions, they actually follow you. Here you have to manually pick them up.
Use her as a weapon. They're running away.
It's an improvement from most escort missions, where usually the escort, like, could possibly die. Thankfully, Ruto does not have a health bar.
Shot. I can't pick it up. I can't fucking... No. No. No, no, no.
Oh my god! Okay.
I mean, there is Zora. Fucking unskippable cutscenes. I wish I could learn the timing of that tick.
Yeah.
I got a rupee. Stab it. That's not where I wanted to be. In fact, I'm getting turned around right now. Enemies in this game were never really that cool looking. They're kind of vanilla. I mean, yeah.
Like, they're mostly vanilla, but there's a few standout ones. Like, I often forget the enemies in Jabba Jabba because they're literally only used once.
Yeah.
Like, those stingray fellas, they're Jabba Jabba only.
How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one.
Wah. Freaking Naruto is asshole. Well, snap, Mr. Cartoon Movie Maker says, did you ever hit the chickens?
What?
Yes, I have, and no, it's not recommended. I don't think you've hit the chickens this run, have you?
No. Rupees is a consolation prize. Reminds me of the Frox, which would always give you a red rupee.
Yeah.
But that's not worth... I like the Rocks more than I like the 20 rupees that it would give you. Did I just fucking reset the position?
Oh my god.
That is fucking bullshit. That's not even like me being bad right there. That's like the game being a dick.
Yeah. You defeat dead hands. No, you haven't done the well yet.
I need to do that.
Yeah, you can do that pretty much any time. You can even become adult and go back to the past and do the well. In fact, I think that's what I did originally. Like, I didn't know about the well thing until I read something online about it.
Yeah?
And so I went back to Little Link and I did the well. So I had already fought dead hands in the Shadow Temple. So it wasn't too much of a surprise. It was spooky. Watching this game again makes me wanna draw some more of its enemies again.
Yeah? Didn't you make like a Gwei picture?
Yeah. I drew a lot of Gweis. I also drew a lot of instances of the Deku Baba, the one stylized specifically from this game.
Yeah?
As well as the wolf bows. But there's a ton of other enemies I never drew, such as the stingray
Oh
face.
shit in hell. Good. That was a nightmare. And you know what? I think in the prototype, there was a beta quest map, where there's 2 of them right here.
Yeah, which is terrible on this tiny platform, fighting with the camera.
And meanwhile, you can't go out the door, or else you have to do the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, where am I? Hey, I recognize this.
We get some hearts. Fucking nothing.
I have that milk, yeah.
You've got 2 fairies just in case, but yeah. Stupid freaking bottle.
Empty bottle. Make sure you remind me about the bottom of the well.
Yeah, I'll try and make sure that you get through it. It's not even a long dungeon. It's really like a half a dungeon. This brings back childhood memories. Seems like most people that have ever played this game always have nostalgia for it. Even if they played it like after their childhood, it still like sticks around. A very memorable game.
I think Majora's Mask is way better than
Yeah, Majora's Mask. Like, I like this game, but Majora's Mask just has so many quirks that really... I remember this game, but there's so many more, I guess, highlight moments in Majora's Mask. Like, just... Like, a lot of the NPCs in this game are pretty forgettable. And you only really remember them when you get to, like, the part of the game where you have to interact with them, or it's optional to interact with them. Whereas the NPCs in Majora's Mask are, like, integral to 100%ing. So there's absolutely no avoiding hearing their stories if you're gonna try and go for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty interesting. Even though they're pretty much the same NPCs from this game, just in a different world, like a parallel world.
Yeah.
With more interesting lives.
Pretty much the only they have the same models, but they're pretty much different characters.
Yeah.
Also, I'm on the chest.
Nice.
You didn't get a green rupee. Instead, you got one of the best items in the game.
Boomerang. Crikey.
In fact, I wonder if you can...
The boomerang literally, like, it cares so little about, like, anything, it just goes straight through the physics.
Yeah.
That's how good it is. It breaks, like, the game rules. I was mentioning this earlier, but no one was watching at the time, but I'll mention again.
Yeah?
Those little nematode fellas, they're called tail parserans. And they actually look different on hardware. The segments that make up their body, the little like gray light segments, they have like this blue and red that have an animation to them. And it doesn't show up on emulated versions. This is. And as such, they have a slightly different appearance, slightly less.
You really like to bring that up.
What?
I'm just bitching. You got one of the most useless items. It's not that bad, but...
Oh, a dungeon map, wow.
How inconsiderate. This guy's a... What a fucking asshole. The red slimy
right?
thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. So what's the whole thing look like? If that's the tail and this other thing is an appendage, what's the whole thing look like? Why do you have to kill this in the time limit?
Well, because it's special. I don't even freaking know, like, maybe, like... I don't know. Jabu Jabu's gonna die or something. He has too much indigestion. Needs a Tums.
Alright. Compass? It's the compass. When would ever not be the compass? You got the compass. Now you can see where you are in the map. At least it's not as bad as fucking Link's Awakening, where it constantly has to remind you of the new feature that it has. Not joking about that, that's what it does.
This one. I remember, in the 3D remake, these thingies had, like, spikes around them or whatever, so they're more, like, imposing looking.
Yeah, and presumably
and not just, like,
less
a long
baitable.
tube. Yeah.
I guess he's dead now.
The fire. The bunch of little dudes.
Okay.
It's freaking amazing.
Nice.
Also, I want to say when they die in the 3DS remake, they're the like blood color, the chunk color when it gives after it dies, is actually just the color of the thing, and not, it doesn't default to red. So a slight attention to detail.
No fall damage.
For boy characters. What do you mean, Mr. Cartoon Movie Maker?
Okay, what do we got here?
Sounds like a girl when you get up. What are you talking about, Rudo?
It sounds like a girl when you pick it up.
Or is he talking about, items? I don't know.
Where's Rico?
Thing Link is carrying. Yeah, that's Ruto, and, yeah, she's a girl. She's the princess of Azora.
Right.
And she's an asshole. Because she won't freaking move herself, so you have to carry her around, because she's like, be a man, freaking carry me. Even though she's the one who like, went into Jabu Jabu in the first place.
Right.
And she's the one who actually knows the way around, so technically, like...
Your map's useless.
Yeah, because if she wasn't, like, such a jerk, she would actually be pretty helpful with navigating.
Mm-hmm.
Since she said that she's been inside Jabu Jabu, like, since she was a kid. Just messing around in there.
Here's this
No,
place.
she just has to literally be a dead weight.
This is the beta quest cutscene right here. If you were to explore the map in this state, shit would be fucked up.
Yeah. There's the thing.
Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone, but why Princess Ruto? Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. Why did you have it on you?
Yeah, like, why would you freaking... Just throw her in the water. Yeah, but you need her to do this cutscene.
But now that I've found it, I don't need to be here anymore. So, take me home right now.
Sweet jerk.
Kia, what is this? An octopus? What's an octopus? Why would she know what that is?
Yeah.
This isn't an octopus.
I mean...
To be fair,
I
they
don't
say big
freaking know.
octo. But that doesn't mean that's what it is. I think there's a way to cheese this. I forget how.
Guy's like a special boss in this game, and then in Majora's Mask, if you're like timed or stickers. There's a dirty joke I want to say.
Am I fucking...
Go ahead, Mr. Curry, we don't censor our chat.
I guess I'm blind.
Inch.
Shit.
We should drink some milk.
Okay. I'm out of sticks, though.
Death by Deku stick. Sticks are overpowered.
I know, right? It's insane.
Literally best weapon in the game.
This is a room you don't see very often. The top of this
Yeah.
place. There's pots in here, actually. Regular pots. What are they doing in here?
I guess we ate them, and they're somehow still intact. Unless Rudo brought them in. And I'll be right back.
Shit. Pretty much everyone immediately exits this room once they get here. Octopus is making crystal meth. Fucking lol. You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me a moment.
Alright, back. Octopus was making crystal meth.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's wrong with Jabu Jabu. Freaking Ganondorf converted him into like a freaking drug lair. With all the weird enemies in it. I mean, in the future, he converts Lon Lon Ranch into some type of like he gives the ownership of Lon Lon to Ingo, which is the guy who looks kind of like Luigi, but he's really pissed off. Like gives the ranch to that guy, and Ingo just like he holds horse races. He turns it into a horse racing ranch, and that's how you have to get Epona, because you have to win at horse racing.
Page 6, huh? I am back. Took a little bit longer, actually. Because I didn't just go to the bathroom, I took care of a few things.
Yeah.
This is that room that everybody pretty much leaves immediately once they come in.
It's got nothing but pots in it.
Yeah.
It's not special.
Can't. Interestingly enough, this room right here. There's another beta quest thing to do with a room like this. The pre-boss room was just like this originally, with the same puzzle.
Yeah. With these stupid things.
But then they decided to change it up. But the original room model is still there as a part of the boss map. And the original object layout's still there as the beta quest cutscene map. So you basically have the original map.
Yeah.
And here we are at the very top of the map. Once you step on that, there's basically no going back. This is a place where you can never come back.
I just realized that there's also like a bunch of interesting unsung enemies from games like Twilight Princess that are like one-time only enemies.
Really?
That appear in like one dungeon.
I wonder where Ruto is right now.
Probably like nowhere. Keep going.
Anyway, now that you have this, you can go here. I'm dumb. Apparently the way the movement works in this is actually kind of glitched. Because it's a dead zone thing, but basically they fucked up.
Yeah.
When making the emulator.
Oopsie.
And now you have things like ESS adapters, which just fix. The only thing they do is they fix that. but they're kind of dodgy. Anyway, this is that pre-boss room. The final version, of course. Come on. I want to shoot that guy. Come on, he's right there. He's right there. What a piece of shit. Let's try and get something more useful on our buttons. From here you can see the whole layout of the map.
Yeah.
It's basically the same map as what it originally was, but they modified it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think this version's way better though.
Yeah. Much improved.
Shot. If I hit that. First legit boss of this this set.
Yep.
They all have fucking. I forgot how to do
Actually,
that.
kind of a hard boss. Bummer today. It's like lemonade and the snow that burns. Also, I just realized the freaking whatever his stupid name is, Wind Waker is basically this guy, the Tortoise boss. It's basically plant this, more tendrils. So it doesn't move like that.
I think. When strats fail.
Even the laser
I can't target. Oh, piss off.
Fine.
Give me those hearts. These are like the fucking pots of shame right here.
Yeah.
Piss
You
off.
really need extra help.
Can't. This camera sucks. I can't see what I'm doing.
Kill the birds. You gotta kill the birds.
Really.
I think. Yeah, there you go. That's part of it. I think it's easier to actually hit the boss.
My speaker is mono and I can't see anything. I think
It said, I remember this guy being like pissed on Ocarina of Time 3DS. I think they nerfed him.
really. Also, this guy has quite a gruesome death animation.
Yeah, like it has all these pustules form all over it, and it explodes. Like that's like really gross.
Layering glitches too. Like that's like the biggest heart container ever.
Whoa! It's underground. We have to dig through Jabu Jabu to get to it.
Too bad I don't have anything in my bottles. Now, where was the entrance to this place? Not there. Fucking lol. That's great. I thought it was just like a fucking map viewer glitch. But no, that's how it actually is.
What? It's pretty funny. Cool door right there. Really fits the aesthetic.
Yeah. If you were to go through that door, you'd end up in that beta room.
Wow.
You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Bullshit. Instant change of mood. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I want that spiritual stone. Nothing really.
Nothing really.
Hehehehe. Don't be shy. I can tell what you're thinking. My mother gave it to me and said I should only give it to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. All right. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. So the last time the other guy was just bullshitting.
Yeah, and this one is like,
They
you're
went
gonna
the whole
marry
fucking... That's the whole shebang right there.
Poor Link. Being pushed to make tough decisions at such an early age.
You obtain the Zora's sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones.
You did it.
It's like fucking this character. Fucking infinitely dense. As always. But then again, I don't think you needed to be I mean, that's not fucking subtle. That's just like beating you upside the head with it. No fucking bullshit. There's the ice cavern. No, that's a fence. There's the ice cavern. But you can't get there yet. And the only reason you can't get there yet is because you can't get to that ledge. Anyway, what'll the fucking guy say? That's kind of adorable.
What?
They're just
the
together.
size comparison.
No, I was just thinking they're together. Usually they just fucking disappear. Did my most precious possession help you in your quest? Hee hee.
You haven't done anything with it. Gee. Yeah, it's literally just it's like the key cards from Doom. You need all three to get into the door at a time.
What were the colors of the key cards? I think he had
from Doom, yellow, blue, and red. And I think there's also a green.
Well, you have green, red, and blue here. So you saved the princess, eh? I really appreciate it. That's all you gotta say? Piss off.
Yeah, freaking thanks!
Time to go get that, it's fucking obvious what it is. The lens of truth. That's what I'm looking for. Hold forward. No. You managed to get there. Oh shit, time passes here. That's in Kakariko Village. What the hell does that even mean anyway? They probably just made up. They probably just made it up.
Yeah, Kakariko, I don't know.
Okay, now that was kind of cool looking.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was some fucking Matrix shit right there. I swear, once through this, I might play rando. Like, not for a while, but I might play a randomizer of this.
Yeah. Be funny. Freaking open the sword, like if you have no logic on, open the sword chest.
Yeah.
And get like a face full of ice.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. You see, I've seen so many speedruns of this that I forgot that you can't actually get in here until adult.
Yeah. It's correct, because you gotta get the Song of Storms to drain the well. I remember now. This is actually part of like a time, like a weirdness, a time travel weirdness. Because when you go to the past,
Right.
if I recall, Guru is always angry. And the well is fucked off.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the past that you go to, technically speaking, the event of you getting the Song of Storms has already happened. So how can you get? Yeah, how do you get the Song of Storms when you when the
There is a door inside this brick block.
It's probably the door that goes to this house in the future.
Yeah. I guess they couldn't figure out how to remove it, so they just blocked it
like,
off.
lol, put it in there. Shit. But yeah, the whole Guru paradox is like mind-numbing.
Yeah. I know there's a way you can get in here
like,
with Kukas.
I literally. Oh, sorry. I'm just thinking
Dark,
about
narrow, scary, well of 3 features. Is that the name of this place, actually? No, it's not. It's just called the Well. Because the place at the bottom is called Bottom of the Well.
Yeah. But it has 3 prominent features. But yeah, like... Okay, so let's understand. The only way Guru can know the Song of Storms is if you teach him the Song of Storms. But the only way you get the Song of Storms is from Guru, who can only know the Song of Storms if you teach him the Song of Storms. So, why... where does it exist? The Song of Storms is immaterial. It's as much of a paradox as the paradox itself is. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Completely nonsensical.
Yeah, the Song of Storms technically shouldn't actually exist.
Yeah, because if the only, like, once again, if the only way Guru would be able to teach you the Song of Storms in the past is because someone taught him the Song of Storms, or teach you the Song of Storms in the future is because someone taught it in the past. But, like, literally, it's impossible for the Song of Storms to actually exist. Because if you're the one to teach it to him, because of knowledge that he gave you from the past, like, it doesn't work. It's math that doesn't add up. At least in Majora's Masks, the Song of Storms is taught via the brother of the spooky ghost who's corrupted the well in Ikana.
Right.
And he gives it to you so you can like play it for his brother so he'll remember that he's not an evil ghost and he's just angry. But here, A Song of Storms is like literally anomaly. It's like an SCP or some crap.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, I mean, the song that plays in here is the Song of Storms.
Yeah. But it's unknown whether or not this music actually exists as a reality for the characters.
Yeah.
I guess technically speaking, like, oh, maybe the music box that Guru is playing is the Song of Storms, but maybe it doesn't have a name, and maybe, like, if we want to be real theoretical, maybe there was some weird version of past time in which young Link decided to name the song that Guru is playing on his
That's
music
dodgy.
box. Yeah. That is dodgy. But yeah, maybe the Song of Storms, like, this is an unnamed song, and maybe he doesn't know the name, and then you teach him the song name, or
Yeah.
like, you come up with a name, and you come up with a way to play the song in the Ocarina, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll just name this song that. And thus fixing the paradox, but of course that's not actually what happens, and it just doesn't make sense.
I know you can get into this room from here.
Yeah, I think I want to say you have to have hookshot.
I think you have to be adult.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah, about these trees.
What about the trees?
In regards to Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't think this one's as good.
I believe in adult timeline, its texture's a little bit different. It also becomes obese for some reason.
Huh.
Like here it kind of looks like a pine tree. In adult timeline, it's like this weird freaking, like, bobad tree. Or those, like, weird thick trees from Africa.
The graveyard. Which the layout which is pretty much the same as the old Alpha graveyard from the ancient screenshots.
It's amazing.
There's a few additions like this side bit right here, but it's still got the same tiered setup. You start at the bottom and you keep going up layers. Clearly they had that in mind from an early period.
Yeah, they probably drew out a map, and I guess they liked the layout so much that, of course, as its revisions went on, they just kept a very similar layout.
Yeah.
They probably drew out maps for most of this, actually.
MFW, there's fucking drawings of the old-ass maps from the screenshots.
Yeah, that weren't in the Hyrule Historia like they should have been.
Fucking assholes.
Selling us their beta shit that they're never gonna use. Like, we'll come out with like a Hyrule Historia 2.0, and it'll be like, including beta maps for Ocarina of Time. And then of course it's like a $40 book or some shit.
Would still sell.
I mean, I've bought literally all. Technically, there's 4 because there's a Bato related one that has concept art from Bato,
Yeah?
that isn't in the other ones that came out before it. But I have all 3, like, vanilla Hyrule Historia books. And the one that I got for my birthday this year has, like, all the enemies in every game. It's amazing. Fortunately, they have, like, they only have, like, thumbnail art for each of them. It's not like there's too many new concept arts that they show off, which is...
I forgot how to do this.
You trying to do?
Yeah, there's a way to get the fucking... this heart piece in here. You can see it right there. There's a way to get it without actually going up there. Fuck it, I don't care. It's 0016 right now. The grave digging tour is over. I, Dampe, the gravekeeper, am in bed. Go away and play. Maybe you'll find a ghost.
We'll play with the friendly ghosts. Also, go play in a graveyard. Literally advocating for freaking children prancing around upon the graves of the fallen.
What's fealty mean?
Fearless, the souls of who swore feel. Oh, they're like knights and stuff. Like the military. And all this lore. Like how the Shadow Dungeon is like...
Guardians of the royal family and founders of the Kakariko watch over these spirits in their eternal slumber.
Like, I know there's like, lore about how apparently the Shadow Temple is actually a prison that was used to house and torture, the worst criminals to Hyrule. And that, Bongo Bongo was some type of, like the worst criminal ever in history. And they, like, cut off his hands, which is why his hands are severed. And, like, they, like,
should've just cut off his head
like,
immediately.
There's all this, like, alleged stuff that isn't exactly confirmed, but it's a pretty close theory that kind of makes sense. This guy has a... Very interesting. This guy has a, an unused model, attribute.
Yeah?
Like a unused version of him with a mohawk And that version is what is used in Majora's Mask.
Really?
Yeah. So he's bald here, but in Majora's Mask he has a mohawk, and yet the mohawk version of him is from this game. So it was like an altered model, and I guess they ultimately just went with the bald.
I mean, there's beta screenshots of this game with the golden chests. You know, like the golden line chests from Majora.
Yeah. So it seems like they really did make an extra mileage out of some of their unused stuff from this game. Like they, I guess, used the earlier version of Frog, I think his name is, I forget.
I mean, it
They
makes
use
sense.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
Like,
I guess,
if you
don't
already
know
have,
that.
Yeah, if you already have a slightly different model of a character, from like your previous game, and you're using only, you're making very few new assets, so you want to be as conservative as you can with what you have.
Yeah, a
Then
lot
it
of
makes
people
total
don't know
sense.
this, but Majora's like, everybody knows about Ura Zelda,
Yeah.
the game that never was. Fewer people know that the game never fucking exist. The Ura Zelda never got fucking made in the first place. Because very early on, pretty much before they got started, they were like, hey, if we can make a new game instead of if we can make a new
Expansion.
game instead of Ura Zelda, that would be even better. And then they did that instead. And that would turn into Majora's Mask. So technically, Majora's Mask is Ura Zelda.
Yeah.
And originally it was going to work the same way with it. It was literally an expansion to Ocarina.
Yeah, just literally a whole new game added to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then DD flopped. Like, I still wonder, what an alternate universe where the DD was a smash hit. And like, it was like, oh my god, this is the future of gaming.
Maybe they had, I feel like, what if the N64 used CDs?
Yeah. What if the Nintendo Sony deal worked? And Sony and Nintendo partnered. Which means the entire history of like PlayStation games would be completely, like, I think
PlayStation wouldn't
disparate?
fucking exist.
Yeah, like it wouldn't exist. It would be fused with the Nintendo's timeline, essentially.
I mean, you've seen the Nintendo PlayStation, which is that's fucking hilarious to say, but it's true.
Yeah, Nintendo PlayStation 360.
Yeah, it sounds like a meme troll, but it's true.
Yeah, they could have happened. Let's see. And I wonder what it would have been like. I feel like
Everyone talks about like everyone talks about like Secret of Mana and shit. But what about like say N64, but it uses CDs instead of cartridges, and I guess it has a little bit more RAM because it's a CD.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Zelda game would look like on that.
Yeah. Probably look akin to like early but not too early PC games, like Morrowind, but
on the N64?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like what it would look like if Zelda was like
a CD game.
Yeah, it was a CD game. And I'm thinking maybe its graphics is like Morrowind.
Morrowind's like fucking PS3.
Or am I thinking of the wrong thing?
And the game before Morrowind was like a fucking, like, Wolfenstein 3D kind of game.
Yeah. I don't think Morrowind's that graphically well.
Well, I mean, it's not PS3, but it's certainly way more better than N64.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if this, first of all, I think one of the things that would definitely change if it was on CD would be the texture quality. It wouldn't be this molasses shit.
Yeah.
Like, it would actually be sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps not, like, higher resolution, but definitely a lot sharper.
Should I just go fucking adult? Unless I'm... What am I missing? What can I get?
You really can just go adult now, because honestly, you don't miss anything when you upgrade, since you can always go back.
Can't even get the fucking hook shot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
In fact, for some things you have to go adult in order to progress what you can do as badly.
There's something I want to see first.
But yeah, and I suppose I should mention I watched like an analysis video about the Bato 2 trailer.
Yeah?
And it was pretty interesting. They were really concerned with what place it occupies in the timeline.
Really?
Which is like, you know, whatever. But it does bring up some interesting questions of what might be in the game. And they concluded on is Ganon that you see, like the dead, crusty Ganon, is the same Ganon from Twilight Princess.
So it's a different timeline game.
Yeah, it's running along the Twilight timeline. And the whole deal is
Look
that
at this.
like
The entrance to Dampé's grave is still there, even though it's blocked off. It's capped to the top.
wow,
This is what I wanted to know.
it's still there.
Anyway, off to adult.
But yeah, like, so like the points they brought up were actually really convincing.
Yeah?
So in Twilight Princess, like, obviously you battle Ganon, and he's got that wound in his chest from where he was slain before.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's that like that white crack light, and like you feed him in Hyrule Field, and you like stick a sword in him, and then he just sort of stands there. And he doesn't, like, you don't see him fade out or anything. He just stands there.
Yeah.
And he's just presumed dead. Which is interesting, because most other Zelda games, you see him get thrown into the pit. Where he's, like, locked away. But no, here he just stands there, and it's, like, the theory is, like, this is that same Ganon. And, which kind of makes sense, because there's, like, a hand that's holding him by the chest, kind of in like the same place where he was stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
And also the crown he's wearing on his head is very similar to Twilight Princess's Ganondorf's crown design. But more importantly, one of the final things
So you're saying
that
that's like... Yeah, it's like all these similarities in the design. That's pretty convincing, but like, you know, like, get to the, like, that's normal stuff. Get to the crazy part.
Yeah, the crazy part. Now this is like really, really specific, and I don't know how like legit this is, but like I don't know if it's just a misinterpretation, but it seems very specific. Is that after you stab Ganondorf with the Master Sword in Twilight Princess, and he backs up a little bit, Zant, Zant has like more power over him because he's weakened or whatever, and he cracks Ganondorf's neck, and that's where he goes into like a standing position of him just being dead, standing there for some reason. And in the trailer, the last scene of the trailer where it zooms in on Ganon, and all of a sudden, like, you hear a popping sound as his head moves, and then he stares into the camera with demon eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really specific, because it's like he's woken up and he snapped his neck back into place from where it was broken.
Right.
Means he's reviving, and oh no! Also, the like aura that's coming out of the hand that they show off in the first scene of the trailer, the green aura.
Right.
They pointed out, the guy who's doing this video pointed out that it's actually Gerudo, and it's legible.
Huh.
And it's like, it says Seal Ganon or something like that. But it's like, it's some sort of seal chant that's been placed on him.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's white colored, like, he assumes that it might have something to do with the seven sages that are holding him down or something.
Right.
But yeah, it was, like, there's not a whole lot that happens in the trailer to really go off of, but in terms of, like, who this Ganon is and whether or not he's congruent to any of the other Ganons from the previous games, the guy makes a lot of convincing arguments that it's the Ganon from Twilight Princess.
Yeah. Huh.
I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too. Obviously, like, they're saying, oh, it's the same map, or at least a similar map.
Yeah. So it's still, like, continuation of the last game.
Huh.
But I don't know whether or not, like...
You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? That way. So, you think you can protect them from me? You got guts, kid. You want a piece of me? Funny. Oh boy. And he just gets right back up.
Yeah.
Pathetic little fool. You realize what you're dealing with? I'm Ganondorf, and soon I'll rule the world. Honestly, if anything, like, if the Fallen Hero timeline is any concern, it doesn't look like things are that bad if he does rule the world.
Yeah. I think, like, the one thing bad that happens in Fallen Hero timeline is, like, Zoras revert into a monstrous state.
Yeah.
Like, they lose their society. They become fire-spitting monsters that you see in the first Zelda game.
Yeah, Zoras were originally enemies, but then they turn them into actual characters.
Yeah. And I think in the Fallen Hero timeline, that's when Link to the Past happens, and during that, the Zoras, like, this is, like, after, OOT, I believe.
Yeah?
So, like, the Zoras devolve into a monstrous state. And, in freaking Link Between Worlds, you see that the Zoras are attempting to, like, regain their, humanity or whatever.
Right.
Because, they're clinging on to this idea of, like, the Zora Queen.
Huh.
And they're having trouble, organizing themselves, because the Zoras aren't interested in trying to organize themselves. Like, I think the Zoras, talk about... Because Queen Zora wants to organize the Zoras, but, the other Zoras are like, I don't really want to organize.
Things happen. Oh, shit in hell.
Glows with a mystical light.
I won't be around anymore once you get this thing. This is clearly the Temple of Time map.
Yeah.
I waited for you, but I couldn't delay it any longer. At least I could leave you the Ocarina and this melody. This song opens the door of time. I didn't even do anything yet. Okay. A down right. Where's Link here? It's just a gray screen. Now play this. Now I play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce.
Who, you? Or Link?
Yeah. Also, if you actually pull the, this is an interesting thing that happens. Also, I guess I can do things now. But I think the only difference between the regular Ocarina and this thing is that this can open the door of time. I want to see if I can fall through the floor. No. That's terrible. Let's see if I can fall to the floor, but I'm so bad at controlling this game. All you gotta do is run up this chain. There. What does this guy say? Man, I am so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. Hey, that's
this is the asshole who theoretically turns into the Poe guy.
Yeah. I guess they just didn't manage to check this place. So he just hid in here while shit went down.
Yeah, and like toiled in darkness to the point of becoming a spooky ghost collector.
Yeah. Hey, that's just... I guess there's a lot of ghosts, too, yeah. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press A to lift it. Press A again to toss it.
Oh shit! That's amazing, I didn't know you could do that!
I think we just got tutorialed.
Yeah. Tutorialed by a guy who wants to watch the world burn. Also these arrow shoots that like lead to a picture of the outside world.
Yeah, but
Very
notably,
close picture.
this picture is a beta screenshot.
Wow. I'll be right back.
Okay. Things and stuff, and I'm kind of starting to get a bit tired. Okay, so this floor actually extends beyond this partition. It makes me wonder if it originally wasn't here. Like originally there was just steps, or maybe nothing. That's nice. I'm not even doing anything. I'm not even holding the controller right now. thing. You can really tell right there. Nice.
Okay, mate.
A fair wait.
What's wrong with your freaking foot shadows?
I don't know. Where? Cool. Oh no. Oh no. You know, I'm almost tempted to end the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely say, because you've gotten pretty far. Beat a dungeon.
Let me get the magic upgrade first, though.
Okay.
Something I've not managed to get yet.
My cat is meowing.
They want attention.
Yeah.
They always meow around this time. Cats do seem to know the time to at least a basic degree.
Yeah, My cat often relies on like my on like the time I go to sleep and the time I get up.
Yeah.
Those are times, so occasionally if I oversleep or wake up early or go to bed unreasonably late, her time will be kind of off.
Yeah. I want that magic before I go off. What the fuck was that shit? Oh, I remember this.
Freaking ruts. Explosions. You know, one of these holes has a cow in it.
Nice. Ready?
Yep.
Wow, that was so hard.
Oh my god! Now, if only you could walk backwards for the water temple. Freaking instantly.
Oh, fuck.
I think it's lightning out.
What?
I think it's trying to storm outside. I just saw a flash outside my window.
Have I hit save?
Oh yeah, there's the thunder.
I'm playing my sword. Welcome, I am the great. Welcome, I am the great fairy of power. I'm gonna teach you to. I'm gonna grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. You got a spin attack. B to charge your weapon, B to unleash a wave of energy. If you want to release energy without charging your weapon, just rotate this once. When you charge a power for a spin attack, magic power will be consumed. Pay attention to your green magic meter. Hey, boy. You're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in the neighborhood, you should drop by on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. I got magic.
Yay. You did it.
I think that's gonna be the end of the, set.
Yeah.
Though there might be one more thing. Where do you take this? You. Who? Well, it looks like you've grown up a little from that great fairy's power. But you still don't really look like the hero who will save Hyrule, at least not yet. He's actually hinting at a plot point right there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get down to the mountain, I can lend you a wing. Come here and grab my talons and hold on tight. Yeah. Basically, all this is to give you a faster way to get down to the base.
Yeah.
Because quite clearly you came all the way up there just for magic. Also, I believe if you go right here... You got a piece of heart. I think I just fell off the map right there. There's one more thing I gotta take care of before the stream ends, though. The chicken just got deleted. Ugh, are you the boy from the forest? I've finally met you. I have something to tell you. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, betrayed our king. Zelda's nanny, Impa, sensed danger and escaped from the castle with our princess. I tried to stop Ganondorf's men from chasing them, but the princess was waiting for a boy from the forest. That's you. She wanted to give something to the boy, clearly the Ocarina. If you received it from the princess, hurry to the Temple of Time. ... He's not moving anymore.
Damn! Top 10 saddest video game deaths.
I'll save in the Temple of Time. This is where I dot skip. Okay, I'm just fucking around. But yeah, that little gap. Nice fucking model right there.
Yeah. Cool and good.
That's gonna be the end of the set. Let me stop the game. And then that will be the end of the set. Don't know when that'll happen again. Probably Thursday, but I don't know.
Yeah.
As for...
Well, not Thursday, because I don't got school anymore.
Yeah?
But probably not tomorrow. I have,
Have we reached the light at the end of the tunnel?
for the moment.
Yeah, for a brief bit of light, and then back into the tunnel. Except the tunnel never fucking ends with that one. Better fucking enjoy it. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.
Yep.
See ya.